So, welcoming. I'm General Tabby, as you guys in stream well know, but this is for you guys over on YouTube. I'm going to give you a quick overview of items you should be keeping in BDO. BDO is very intimidating to a new player, so I'm going to give you a quick insight onto items you should be keeping from the beginning. Do not be selling these items. It's not going to be a quick video. I'm going to keep it fairly brief, and I am in fact going to have to go over to my storage, and you will get used to your storage keepers in the different cities. So in my storage, I'm going to highlight a few items you need to keep. I'm not going to go super in depth into what to use them for, because some of the items you will be mixing with other items later to then enhance different weapons. So I think of it as different tiers. Different types of weapons require different stones to upgrade them. So some of these items you will mix with other stones to then create a different stone to upgrade. It sounds complicated, it sounds a bit intimidating, but it's not, don't worry. I'm going to just tell you which ones to keep, and then when the times come you will know exactly what you need, because it's quite handy. If you hover over an item, you will see here in the description it tells you what you can craft with that item, and how to obtain it. It will also, on weapons, tell you what you need to upgrade them. So, giving a quick overview. I'm not going to go over how you get all of these items. Some of them you just get given, some of them you'll come to know quite easy how you get them. But the basic one, extremely basic in terms of what you need, you will need blackstones. Now these are used for both armor enhancing and weapon enhancing. These can be mixed with items as well to create other stones, so you will need these throughout the game. So you have these items for enhancing armor, weapons, and then later on you will use different stones to also increase different weapons and armor. For example, when you're on Black Star, you will be using different stones to do the enhancing. So these are always worth keeping. They don't sell for a lot of money individually. If you sell massive bulks of them, you can earn some money, but you will need them not just for enhancing. You will actually need these items as well for various other tasks. So they're always worth keeping hold of, and you will get a lot of them. So if you do sell some, it's not you don't have to panic. These items, you will get an overabundance of these items through playing the game. Now, concentrated weapon and armor stones, again, these are used for crafting different weapons. So rather than these ones here, you will actually use different items to craft. These you'll just find, you don't have to craft these items. These though, you can find them in terms of through certain like chests. You don't tend to find them lying around though, but you will craft these. If you do happen to come across some by playing the board game, however, you so that this is where items are stored by playing the board game. So by the board game, if you go down here, mine seems to have disappeared. It's not prompting me to play it anymore today. Where has it gone? There we go. It was right there all along. This is the board game. So this is your Black Spirits Adventure. It's just a dice game. You land on items and it puts them, you've guessed it, into your safe. So this is where all them items will be stored. Certain daily specials from logging, just your log-on bonuses, will actually be stored in here as well as the money you earn. Just each day you'll earn a certain amount of silver depending on your family's fame. So a lot of things get put in here. I'm actually going to grab that now. So through logging in through chests, in-game chests, I don't mean ones you're going to purchase in like the Pearl Shop. You can buy certain items which from the Pearl Shop which will give you things like Cronstones. But Caphra Stones, Cronstones, memes, stuff like that, you can earn in quite a lot of different ways in the game. You want to keep these though, so memes are going to be used for recovering your weapons and armor's durability. The maximum though. So when you use a weapon, it loses durability, but you can easily repair this back to its maximum. When you enhance though, your maximum durability goes down. Okay? So you want to use memes to recover its maximum durability. So if I enhance and fail, it might go down to 90, so I can only repair it to 90 until I use these to increase it. There is also Jatina's questline which requires memes, so getting memes and keeping them is good. They always sell for a good amount. It is very tempting to sell them. If I sold these, I would get a decent amount. But the problem with that, I would not then have them, and there is definitely a lot. Especially if you're doing enhancing yourself, you will need these. So, memory fragments. Keep them. You can sell them later on if you get like to the point here where you've got quite a lot. I can fully recover Black Star weapons quite a few times with this, and I can also do Jatina's questline. But keep them, especially if you're a new player. Cronstones. Cronstones, if you're going to be enhancing and you're at a point where you don't want to risk downgrading it, because in this game, if you go to enhance and you don't use Cronstones, if you fail the enhancement, it will downgrade the level you're at. So if you're at try Blackstar and you try and tap it without Cronstones, you will downgrade back to duo. Use Cronstones. Not all the time. There are some taps where it's not even worth doing, but you're going to be looking at a different kind of guide, more in depth for numbers and stuff like that, when it's good to use it or not. But Cronstones, you would not sell these anyway, but don't sell in the marketplace, and you certainly would not sell it back to an NPC because you're not even going to get the money back. So keep these, and again, you can earn these through in-game chests and even the Black Spirits Adventure, the board game. So Caphras, people are very tempted to sell quite often because they've actually dropped now, but they were selling for 3 million per one. So these are also tempting to sell. Certain items in the game do not require Caphras. If you have full Black Star gear, which I used to have, I did not need Caphras because you can't use Caphras on Black Star gear. But if you're using boss gear, you use Caphras to upgrade their Caphras level. This will increase the stats of that weapon armor. In some cases, you can even craft new types of weapon armor from an item. So if you get boss gear to Caphras level like 7 or 10, depending on which one it is, and a certain other item, like a flame, you can actually turn them into your Fallen God armor set. So Caphras are very important in the game. I advise not selling them ever. If you go full Black Star and you're happy with that, I still wouldn't sell all of them, because if you ever did decide to change, it is quite a pain in the ass to actually get back all the Caphras you need to upgrade them. So Caphras levels start off quite a small amount of Caphras needed. By the time you're at like 7, you're going to be needing like more than 1,000, and then it keeps going up. So Caphras, keep. Caphras you can create by using Ancient Spirit Dust. Now, I don't know if I have any on this character. I might have somewhere. I should have just typed in the word dust, but we should have some to show you. Here we go. Ancient Spirit Dust. This is what I meant with the black stones. You can actually use black stones with Ancient Spirit Dust to create a new type of stone, the Caphras stone. So 5 Spirit Dust and 1 of each of the black stones will create 1 Caphras. So keep Ancient Spirit Dust. I know a lot of people that sold all theirs at the beginning of the game, or like early on, realised then how important it was. So keep Ancient Spirit Dust. Now, in terms of items which you might come across a bit later, like I said, I'm not going to go through every item, but these are just the ones you kind of need, especially early on. Once you start doing like Jatina's questline and stuff, like even these magic shards you might come across, keep them. Different types of stones, you won't even need these until you're doing like Black Star gear, so as a new player you probably won't even come across these, and again, like you'd be doing crafting and stuff. These items, however, hards and sharps, you may hear people talk about these items quite a lot. and even the black gem fragment. Black gem fragments allow you to create a type of stone which will be used to make concentrated stones, which are used for Manos gear, and that's these. These allow you to enhance Manos accessories, which is for life skilling, not combat. So if you are going to go down a life skilling route, you will want to keep these if you're going to be enhancing your own gear. However, they sell for quite a lot. It's hard to get a lot of them in like bulk, but if you have some and you are never going to touch life skilling, and you're not even bothered about enhancing for profit life skilling gear, sell them. That's fine, because this is the choice if you want combat or life skilling, or both. But if you are definitely never going to do life skilling, you can sell these, and therefore keep these to create these eventually, because these are created from these. So this fragment turns into this, and this turns into that. And this will be quite profitable if you're not going to be doing life skilling or anything like that. So you can get rid of these, but I would sell them at this point instead. Hards and sharps, however, you need these if, well, for a few reasons, but for example, if you are going to go on to doing black style gear, you will need hards and sharps, because these are what you can turn into, you can use this. So these you'll get for grinding. Personally, because you can't sell them on the market anyway, I just store these, I hold them, I don't sell them to NPCs, I just keep them. And these can later be used to increase your black star gear, so you can turn them into flawless magic stones, or magical black stones, and help increase your black star gear. So I keep my hards and my sharps. I keep these anyway, because you could sell these to NPCs, and you'll be creating these eventually. And then eventually, you're going to be creating over items like flawless chaotic black stones, and again, hards and sharps are needed for this, and Caphras stones. So there's quite a lot of items you can make with these. But just to simplify it, don't feel intimidated by this whatsoever. All you need to know is like keep the base items, the versions. This item is the base version kind of this item, and therefore this. If you're not going to do life skilling, fair enough, get rid of them. You can sell them at this point, but if you get a lot of these, you can start crafting these and these. It's more profitable, because people definitely will be snapping these up for increasing their Manos gear, and I've just lost it. There we go. You will get these, and obviously they're tempted to sell because they're about 3 million per one, but these can also be turned into magical shards, which will be used for Jatina's questline, which is your way of getting guaranteed pen gear in the game. So it's definitely worth keeping hold of the sealed black magical crystals, because you can turn them into magical shards. So you kind of need these for doing Jatina's. As a new player, I urge you to do Jatina's questline, because it's guaranteed pen gear. It's not RNG involved, so it's really good. So that about covers the basics of the items you should be keeping. Hards and sharps, I definitely recommend. Concentrated stones, again, you will need these when it comes to enhancing. If you're never going to do your own enhancing, some of these stones you will be able to get rid of. But like I said, some of them, especially the base versions, hards and sharps and black stones, you'll be using to craft other items, which are very important in the game. So, to summarise, memes, Caphras, you want to keep these, because even if you're not going to be doing your own enhancing, you can use this for quest lines, which give you gear anyway. Caphras, just for enhancing the gear you already have, keep them. I wouldn't personally start using Caphras until your gear is at least 10, but I would hang on even further personally, but you can start using these at 10. You can start using them at try, I just wouldn't. Caphras, my advice would be never to sell them, therefore Ancient Spirit Dust. So that's what you should be keeping an eye on. Ancient Spirit Dust, Caphras, memes, keep them from the beginning of the game, hold them. Later on you will thank yourself, hopefully you'll thank me. these you will get an overabundance of, but hards and sharps, over time you'll get a lot if you don't sell them. So they're worth keeping hold of, because now I can do my own enhancing and I don't even have to worry about anything. If you manage to come across these, you wouldn't really sell these anyway. I don't even know if you can sell these, so you don't have to worry about it. But you use that for repairing. Valk's Cries, again you will get, and I don't think you can sell these items anyway, so don't worry about it. These are used for enhancing. So this has been a quick overview. There are many items in BDO. There are hundreds of items in BDO, and it can be scary, and it can make people get a little intimidated at the beginning. But if you hang on, if you play the game, you will start to learn this stuff, and then you'll realise that one item might turn into another item, that item turns into another item, and then you enhance like a higher tier, like end game kind of piece of gear. That's about it. It is fun once you start getting all the pieces together and throwing them together. It can be a lot of fun. This stuff we don't need to worry about. These are from Elvia Realms, so until you're not a new player, you won't even have to worry about these at all. So don't worry. There's a lot of stuff which is quite simple once you've learned it. Just play the game, have fun, keep these items from the beginning, and later on it'll be much easier when you decide to either enhance or improve your own gear. So I hope this has been helpful, and as always I'll see you in the next video or stream. Bye for now.